Hi, it's Ron in the Writer's Workshop to answer a question. What should we think of using the lowly period? The period was the first punctuation mark we all learned. Subject, verb, object, and then a period. Dogs are silly. I write stories. Rains cause floods. Sorry, the Texas spring water is just receding now. If you were on a desert island, though, with no other punctuation mark, you'd ask for a bundle of periods. But we're losing the period, text by text. When you have a little bubble to contain that text message, who needs a period? People write more than ever by now, but texting isn't writing. Unless you're using punctuation marks in those texts, maybe. Just do a little scan of your text messages. If you're using a comma inside of any of them, you've got a head start on punctuation. Texts with commas? You're doing the good, hard work to be understood better. Or using periods. Then you're taking care with your full stops. That's what the British call the period, a full stop. And oh, what you can do with those stops. Make a bigger splash with a few words and a period. Clip off a sentence fragment while making true dialogue. You can raise tension. You slow down. We lean in. A glorious chart of punctuation marks from Curtis Newbold ranks the marks by their many uses. Periods are at the bottom. They end things. The most versatile mark. At the top of that list, the comma. Using the comma and the period, there's almost nothing you can't say clearly. These get misused when they're confused, though, especially in early drafts. One way to keep them straight is to say out loud what you're writing. Watch and listen for those stops. Without that, you might get a splice. The dreaded comma splice, where a period should be doing the work instead of a comma. It's one of the first edits that writers can do for themselves. A phrase like comma splice or dangling modifier, those will remind you of grammar lessons, like in grammar school, the olden days name for elementary school. But teachers plant these lessons at a tender age because they're root level writing. The period has more power than any other mark. Full stop, end of sentence. A comma, on the other hand, is a mark that you can practice using for the rest of your writing life, and improving as well. To find a splice, look for the spots where your commas first appear. If you can find a complete sentence on the other side of the comma, and that sentence doesn't elaborate or clarify what just came before it, you might be using a comma to splice together your writing. Splices come apart when they get read. You get misunderstood. People drift away from your writing. Commas do good work when they break writing into clauses. They organize concepts. They identify aspects of a subject. They're the working joints of a complex sentence. Hemingway wrote so many simple sentences, but he knew his way around powerful sentences by using commas too. He also had an editor, the brilliant Max Perkins, to help him see the shape of his writing and his storytelling. Good punctuation, it's like good manners. When you use it, you get good things in return. The attention and the devotion of the readers. Like manners, punctuation requires forethought and practice. Just think of how much practice your texting could provide to you. We talk about all of these things at the Writer's Workshop. We practice them too. We meet in creativity groups, one-on-one, and over the web. See my website for schedules and details about workshops, classes, and coaching. Read more at my blog, The Right Stuff. At the Writer's Workshop, we're growing stories every day. See you soon.